What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Ciao ragazzi, all the little hellos, whatever you can do. Welcome back. You're in the Bianconeri zone live. My name is Justin Sofro. I'm late. You guys are bitching about it already, but it is what it is. You're complaining about my typing. It's okay. It's honestly the app that we use. I blame Alejandro. It's always his fault. It's not my fault. And until he comes on here, he can't really defend himself, so it's his fault.
Exactly.
With me, as always, is my boy, Julian Gianotti. How are you, sir?
I'm doing very well. How are you, Justin?
It's good. I'm doing well. I'm doing good. We've had a busy week yesterday. Again, let me go into it. I apologize to everybody that there was no live stream yesterday. We had a lot of stuff going on. Unfortunately, Julian couldn't have done it anyway. And then by the time I got home, so I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana, which is 2 hours regular. Usually, sometimes I can cut it down to like an hour and a half, hour 45 with my speeding. But anyway, usually it's about 2 hours from my house in Louisville. And I literally got my job finished. It was at a decent time. I was like, all right, I'll be able to get there. Maybe I'll get there early and see how it goes. I pull up my, Google or my Apple apps or whatever thing and map out my drive home. I start driving. I didn't even look at it. I just hit okay. And I know where I'm going, but I just like to have it so it tells me how much, traffic and time.
Yep.
Well, I looked down at it shortly after, and it says you will be home in 3.5 hours. Because there were like 6 wrecks along I-65 south between there and my home, and it's just people in Indiana can't drive. You don't know. If you're from Indiana, anybody on our channel that's from Indiana, let me know. But you guys can't drive. You're terrible. So anyway, I was able to mix it up a little bit, but we at least got you a video out. We appreciate you checking it out a little bit later than normal. But anyway, we're back today. We can chat and have fun and talk about the situations with Juventus. How's your day been going? Everything going well this week?
Yeah, chilling. I'm really bored at work. I always blow up your guys' phones with stupid shit. So
I love it. You gotta love it. Otherwise, what else are we doing? Oh, this is an old one. So let's throw Julian up there. What do you say? Who are we waiting on currently before? Oh. Thanks for calling me out, guys. I appreciate it. Let's see. Are there any pre-stream thoughts as we wait for Justin? It's always waiting for me. We have the chat open to everyone now, not just for subscribers? Or what does that mean? It should only be subscribers, honestly. Well, whatever. It is what it is. Yes, right. No, I didn't. No, it wasn't me. It was Alejandro. Until he can say differently, it's his fault. It's always his fault. I didn't misspell it. Honestly, here's what happened. I did the daily video this morning. I sat here raging because the video was done like an hour before it went out, or maybe even more, hour and a half. And I just sat here because the stupid checks YouTube has to do. YouTube's a mess right now. It's a problem. Anyway, I'm just sitting here waiting for something to happen. And then I forgot. I went upstairs to go back to bed because I worked a 20-hour day yesterday. I was exhausted, and I only got a little bit of sleep. So I was like, I'm going back to bed. And I forgot to do it. I ran downstairs, just typed it in as quickly as I could to set up the live. It is what it is. Until he renews, he's Dybala to me. That's fine. He's Dybala. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Oh, I realized what you did, and thank you. Yes, it is the producer's fault. It's always his fault. What else we got here? Let's just say hi to a few people in here before we really dive into all this. What's up, Ryan? Even though you made fun of me. What's up, Alexander? Appreciate it. No, we are not waiting on Miralem Pjanic. Nobody's waiting on Miralem Pjanic except for maybe Barca to move him. Let's see. What's up, Comicus? How you doing? What is up? And then Crazy Ray. Appreciate all you guys tuning in with us today. Hopefully we'll have a fun show, get to hang out and do that. Before we do anything, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. What's up, Terrero? Can't wait to hear what you have to complain about today. I'm kidding. Anyway, it should be a fun. Well, it should be a show. It should be a fun show. Yeah. I think we're gonna have fun with it, regardless of the situation. That's why we do this. Guys. Honestly, I felt like it's fun to do this as we do it anyway. But once this really starts to pick up, once the season starts, I think this is going to be so much more fun and more interesting to be able to dive in to the different situations, different players, and what have you.
Yep.
Anyway, I also am trying to work on. People have commented that like my breathing is always there, and the problem is like. I talk way too fast, and then I'm like, and try to get it all in. And also, I don't know, maybe I had the pandy or something, because I realized, like, in the last year or so, it's, like, all back here. It's, like, in the back of my throat. It's not, like, lungs. It's not, it's not, like, diabetes or anything like that. It's not, not that diabetes is related. But, like, you'll be surprised. I'm a big guy, but I can run, and I'm fine. But it's all, like, in the back of my throat is where I have a hard time breathing. So if I breathe hard in the camera into the, that's just part of the Justin Sover experience, guys. Anyway, what's it? Torrio said Allegri wants Pjanic and Locatelli. They're both an upgrade. They can play together. That's not as much as a negative statement. So there you go. I'm more negative than you are today. All right. Do you have anything else that you wanted to comment on before we get this started and we talk about our first topic of the day, or the main topic of the day?
Just the basic things, like we're on our 5th meeting with George Antunes now, and our 5th meeting with Sassuolo now. Mm-hmm. It's mid-August.
It's so frustrating, and then that's one of the big things that, like, we planned out the launch of this channel. This channel, it came out when it came out, but it was a planned launch. It wasn't something that we just got spur of the moment said, hey, let's do this. This will be fun. We planned this out from the very beginning of, hey, we want to do a YouTube channel. We talked about this. I think Alejandro and I were planning this like before even the end of 2020. I think when we were like, messaging back and forth.
Yeah.
Getting all the, like me, I was getting all the camera stuff set so I can give you an HD quality experience, so it's not just, me in my basement. No, yours, honestly, you got a solid microphone and all that stuff too. And I'm doing the daily videos. You bring actual good content. Me, it's all visuals, baby. It's not actually anything good, but it's just all visual. Anyway, what I'm thinking is, what's up, guys? If you're in here, like, subscribe, do all that. I want to make sure you guys do that. Did the text or the tweet notification go out that we are live? Because I saw it now. All right, just want to make sure Alejandro's doing his job. Anyway, we're gonna get into. Sorry, that's what it was. Sorry, before I'm all over the place. You know this, guys. What I wanted to say was the reason. Like we planned to launch. We had Lance planned for the mercato, and honestly, if we would have launched last year during the mercato, we would have had way better. I mean, not that it was a great mercato by any means, but we would have way more things to talk about. You had the ongoing
100%.
Chiesa, will they, won't they, all throughout the whole process. Then we had McKinney popping up. I wrote an article about McKinney that I was pretty proud about. Go back and read it, even, whatever. It's actually a lot of fun. But, like, you had, who else was talked about? Who else was a striker that we talked about during that time? Was that? Oh, that was the Suarez, right?
Yeah, it was Suarez, and there was the OR thing right at the very end as well.
Yeah, we had all that stuff going on. We had so many names popping up that were actually fun. Like, no offense, Chouameni, Bakayoko, all these names that are coming up, like, I don't know. I think they're easily dismissed as in, like, this isn't real. This isn't a serious topic. It's probably agents that is whatever have you coming in talking about these names. But I don't know. It's frustrating because we could give you so much better. Just give us. We can create our own content, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like at the same time, we should be able to talk about so many more cool news stories going forward.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely. Anyway, the main topic. Actually, let me grab. There's a couple comments that actually I want to address. We don't have like a ton of main set topics that we're going to go through, but we do have something we want to talk about. But I do want there's a question in there. Arturo said, I'm here to complain about the left back situation. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I talked about it with a few people, I think, in the comment sections late last night when I should have been asleep. Basically, I was going back and forth with people saying, it's frustrating. You got Alexandro, and then Pellegrini is what he is. Anyway, DeShilio. I don't know why I forget about DeShilio, because DeShilio is the guy who's staying. We talked about that today in the video.
Yeah.
I can't really argue with Allegri right now. DeShilio is a better option than Pellegrini from what we've seen.
He's been better, 100%.
Also, guys, while we're here, Julian really killed it on the Coach's Corner, the new show that we're doing for you guys. Julian really brought a wealth of knowledge. It was interesting. It was fun. I just enjoyed just sitting back and listening to it. To me, there's always any sport, especially obviously ones I care about, like European football, obviously American football, whatever have you. It's so cool to sit down and actually hear an actual coach talk about it, because it's different than even guys who played it or whatever have you. If you actually get to coach, there's so much more in depth and little things that you don't think about. So I appreciate it, and I want to say well done to you, sir.
It was a good time. It was something different. It was finally putting what I put on a keyboard, and I did it visually. You know what I mean? Because I basically wrote the exact same thing for the website, and I just blurted it out on screen now.
Yeah.
So It was good.
I'm also going to go back and use content that I did last year and make it more content. I'm kidding. Actually, I don't know though. Honestly, it's not a bad idea. Actually, I think that's exactly what I did for my first video. I did the I did an article that was like where the black and white with the blue or something like that. It was about the Azuri with everything. That's kind of what I did in our first video. Not many people have seen it, and really, I wouldn't go back and see it because it's very cringy now. That I think. Not that I'm good at talking right now, but I'm way better, and I'm not. I was nervous doing the first one because it's awkward. You're sitting here in front of a camera talking to nobody, and I'm like, I want this to be well. So I'm cutting it up, but at the same time, you can tell it's just uncomfortable, the situation. Where was it?
Wait, I remember doing a live for the first time without you. I was like, oh my god, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm reading the screen in front of me, and then I'm looking at the chat at the same time, and I have to talk to myself basically, but not.
It is. I mean, heck, even me sometimes when we do the lives, when I have to do the live by myself, I'm like, oh, this is not that. I mean, it's fun talking with you guys. I love talking with you guys, but it's just more awkward because I don't see you. There's nobody to bounce energy off of and all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a different situation. Ryan, this is a question. Ryan Saliba was asking, do you agree with the Ranocchio in the deal of Locatelli? I will let you go first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Sassuolo's had the 35 million euro fee. They brought it down to 35 million euros, which is nice of them. Thank you. But we're still stuck at the 30 million. And honestly, how old's Ranocchia? If he's 20 or 21, I don't even know. Does somebody know his age?
I'm pulling it up.
Just quickly pull that up. Like, we know Locatelli's 30 or 23, right?
Yeah.
So I would throw Ranocchia in there. It's fine.
He's 2001, so he's 20, right? I think. Yeah, 20.
Yeah, he's 20 years old. So he's 3 years younger than Locatelli. But that's Locatelli's already what he is. He's an established player. We want Ranocchia to be what Locatelli is, but we can just get Locatelli. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's one of those situations where honestly, I'm being a little bit of a hypocrite because I kind of bought in a little bit to Ranocchio from what I've seen.
No, I did too, for sure. Yeah,
there's a little bit of that, like where there is a part of me that it is kind of painful for me to be like, yeah, send him to there. I mean, and again, I don't know what Sassuolo will be willing to do, if they'll be willing to have that buyback option and stuff like that in the contract. I don't know. I'm kind of doubtful. Maybe they do. I don't know. I kind of doubt that they would.
Friday.
I feel like they may want to play again some more hardball with that situation and what will go on with it. But Ranocchio would be one that I feel like might be a little painful for me to try to stomach. Of like, yeah, you gotta sacrifice him. But honestly, when it comes to Locatelli, Juventus needs Locatelli now. You bought me in with the coach's corner information and just like just the little things that he can do that we don't have right now. We don't have it. We need it. I kind of said it before where I was like, not all or nothing, but like, do what it takes to get it done, and if Ranocchia is the piece that gets it done, I'm willing. I have to be willing to sacrifice for that situation. It's unfortunate, but Locatelli I think is worth it. And I think Locatelli will be a big deal for the future of the club and for the Italian national team, which are two things. You're speaking my language. If those, if that's what I want.
Can I just jump in for one part of that? So we understand. I understand that Ranocchia included in the deal. The age gap is 3 years. What we wouldn't want to do is put Ranocchia in a deal with like a 30-year-old. So, for example, what Inter did with Zaniolo for Nainggolan that one time, that's insane. Like, I would never do that because now you see with Zaniolo. I know Zaniolo is like injury prone, but like the talent that he is, oh my god.
Yeah, he's
like I would be pissed off if that happened. But if it's Ranocchia for Locatelli to get it over the line, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, it's worth it at this point, and it is frustrating. I mean, not frustrating, but when I look at the Zaniolo situation, he's a player that I'm all in on. Like even with the injuries, I'm like, if Juventus can get him, and it's feasible, do it because of just because of the potential of what he has and what he can bring onto the club.
Definitely.
Let's jump into the main topic. I'll come back into these chats. There's plenty of chats from you guys. We'll come back in. I feel like that might be a lot of what we're doing today. Really compared to the topic, but here's the main topic of the day that we have, and if I know how to work this thing, there we go. talks, more talks. It's all the situation that's going on. Romeo Grassi reported on it about Dybala. You know, we've got Dybala, we got Locatelli, we've got all these players. No real action occurring yet, but we have talks. We got, saying that Juventus and Jorge Antun, I don't know if it's right or not, Jorge Antun will meet again to discuss Paulo Dybala's, Dybala's contract extension over the weekend. The third meeting talks are proceeding very well. So this was the meeting to schedule the next meeting. I think I don't like what are they doing? I don't know. I'm starting to get worried a little bit about the situation with Dybala, just because I feel like something more concrete should have come out today.
Yeah, with all the parties like basically agreeing on everything, why do we need 6-7 meetings? What's since last year? What's the point?
Yeah,
I understand that they wanted a certain number last year, a certain dollar amount, or I guess euro amount. And then it's obviously decreased as they've waited. Imagine if he signed it when they originally had the number, like the 10 or 12 million. Like they had a 12 million euro agreement. Imagine if they agreed to that. So I think this is in Juventus' favor right now, because apparently it's still proceeding well. So if he's going to get 8 to 10 mil, it's a win.
Yeah, it is. Definitely, and I agree. I just wonder, like, I don't know, like what could happen? Is there something that could fall through? I mean, I don't know what it. I mean, I guess there's not a serious wealth of knowledge when I use that twice today. There's not like a lot of knowledge out there for me exactly what his options are. What are Dybala's options? They've thrown at Inter of late, and who knows what, not the likelihood of that. They can't afford anybody right now yet. Now, what I think the latest is maybe Insigne. Is that what we were talking about earlier?
Breaking news from DiMarzio is they're about to sign Denzel Dumfries.
Oh, are they getting Dumfries?
Yep, they're trying to sign Denzel Dumfries.
Oh, yeah, I did see it. I just opened my phone. That's the problem. I don't open my phone when we're doing these. So all the news that's pouring in, unless Alejandro, throws it up there, I don't really see it.
Well, we don't really want to post Inter news, but since we're on that topic.
No, but I mean, it is news because it's Serie A. It's somebody we're playing against. It's not. Yeah. I don't want to be one of those things of like, obviously we don't like Inter or whatever have you, but at the same time. Right. What happens with Inter affects Juventus.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a competitor you're playing against. I like to stay up to date with it at least. Whatever it is. Anyway, so that's interesting. That was a name that was floated around for Juventus for a bit there. Dumfries or Dumfries or whatever. What position does he play again? What is he?
He's a right wing back or a right back. Depends on what system you're playing. So for Inter, it'll probably be a right wing back because Inzaghi likes a 3-5-2. Okay. It's a direct replacement for Hakimi.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then. So who would that block anybody else from potentially going in there? Let's see.
I have no idea.
I guess it really does. Who else? Yeah, you're right. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at this point. But yeah, I guess just basically going back to what I was saying, the situation. Sorry, I get sidetracked. The situation with Dybala and Juventus, and just is he? I feel like this will get done just because, like we said 1,000 times, the situation with, Allegri. Allegri has him as a centerpiece for what he wants to do going forward. Yeah. And it just doesn't make sense for the renewal not to happen. It's just like, what kind of speed bumps are we going to run into? Are we going to have more speed bumps along the way for every single player we try to renew or we try to deal with? It's the only one that we haven't was at Chiellini, who, it just took a little bit because he was on vacation, but that was it.
Exactly.
Yeah, guys, if you can get those likes up, I think we have 20-something people in here, 13 likes. That's just unacceptable on my end. So if you can go ahead and get those likes up, we'd appreciate it. And like I said, if you're new here, please subscribe. Appreciate you guys joining to the channel and excited to see how this thing can grow for us going forward. Do you have any thoughts? I've talked a lot on Dybala that hasn't really been said or that you wanted.
Not necessarily on the contract talks. It's just another meeting. But today was the first time I've actually seen a picture of Julian and Justin, so that's progress. Yeah. But in terms of the actual contract itself, I still think it's going to get done. I think it's just taking a while because I have no idea why, but it's just taking a while. It'll get done. He obviously has his heart set on staying because he's rejected so many clubs in the past already. I don't understand. There's no reason why he'd want to leave again. And now he's the centerpiece. He's been deemed the centerpiece. So it's a win that we're getting him for less money than what was originally scheduled for. I'm more concerned about his injury, but apparently he's playing on Saturday, so we'll see how that goes.
I'm interested to see that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Hopefully he looks solid. That's the one thing. Like I said, I mean, we've talked about it, on end about just the worries now of he's not. We haven't seen him kind of prove to be fully recovered. So he gets this contract. They sign this contract real quick, and it's not going real quick. But if they sign that contract, and then he gets out there and he's injured again, and we're just paying him to, or we'd be paying him this season regardless. But you know what I mean. We have him on contract for longer to go. Let's jump into a couple of these other questions before we go to the other topic.
Yep.
Let's see. Crazy Races, I hope Danilo's are starting right back.
I don't wish that. I wish Quadrado will still be our right back.
Yeah. I mean, do you think he will be, though? Or which one do you think will? Well, I don't know yet. I haven't seen enough.
A lot is going to be told to us as fans on Saturday, because I think he'll start his strongest 11 that he thinks, barring injury, of course. But I think Saturday will be his ideal starting lineup. I don't think McKennie will start just because he can't play on Sunday, like the season opener. But we'll see.
Yeah. What's up, Nanva? I appreciate it. Nanva reached out to me the other day. I was talking. He was very complimentary on the video you did.
I think I saw that. Yeah.
He also said that you look like Regani.
Yep.
What's up, Andrew? Awesome. Let's go back to Gurav. I apologize. Singh said, "I'm going to complain about Allegri's tactics. He wants Ronaldo, Chiesa, and Morata defending."
I mean, we've seen this before.
Yeah. I mean,
there's nothing new.
Yeah, I don't know, and I don't want to put anything on anybody. I don't know if you're. I don't want to. I don't want to do the. Are you a Ronaldo first fan? Or are you just wanting to see him be able to take off, in defensive when the other team has the ball? I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. Let us know more of your thoughts when you say that. What do you mean when you're saying you want them defending?
I think what we need to establish is Allegri is okay with beating Salernitana 1-0.
Yeah.
And we've mentioned this before. He's okay with beating that team 1-0. He's okay scraping out ugly wins against anybody. He just wants to win, and that's how we have to see this now. It's not stat central. We don't care about stats. We care about did we get 3 points, and that's it. And
I apologize for you, those of you around the world. It may not be a good example, but to me, Allegri is late 2000s SEC football. It is defensive oriented. It's that's what it is. It's he'd be happy to win. Like I said, 1-0. Just like I remember the big LSU. I remember I was in college and it was number 1, number 2, or something like that. LSU, Alabama, and the game ended 6-3. And if you're an American football fan, that ain't good. It's not like 6-3. Yeah. So anyway, it was
2 field goals to 1.
Yeah, it was miserable. Actually, I think it was a touchdown with a missed field goal. I think it was after point after. Anyway, I can't remember. It might have been. Fixes the bigwigs will be at the local or the final Loca meeting for extra funds on the spot. Nice distraction to hide that we are. Aren't. We
are skint. Skint means like broke.
Oh, sorry. See, that's me. Our skin for the window. However, we'll be grateful to get it done. Yeah, I mean...
Can I make a comment on this?
Yeah. The only thing I was going to say real quick was just I don't feel like they've been really hiding that much. We've had a long, boring transfer market. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I just want to say, Agnelli's coming to a meeting now, and he's doing Cherubini's job, something that he's paid him to do. So he's in his first major deal, he's screwed up, basically. And his boss has to come and fix the mess.
Yeah, that's
my take on it right now.
It feels like that. That's I didn't want to come in just guns a-blazing, ripping on whoever. But I am with you in that boat. That it is what it feels like to me. That it feels like maybe he wasn't ready. Yeah. Maybe this time we were pushing. Maybe we were too quick to push Patatici out the door. Not saying that Patatici was doing a wonderful job by any means, but
especially especially if we're gonna end up paying 35 mil. Because why didn't you just offer that 2 weeks ago? Why does your boss have to come in and do this now?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's happened with my job. I remember before This is little stuff where I was trying to get an interview, get something conducted, and the freaking guy goes and calls my boss instead of calling me back to do the interview. So it's just, and my boss, it's just like when my boss asked me, he's like, "Okay, go ahead and send the invoice." I'm like, "Yeah, you did it, so this looks bad when I'm writing the invoice for what I did, that he actually did it, stuff like that." So it's not a good look for Carabini early on that this is a situation, that your only deal, You're good? Yeah, I think you're a little bit, but I think you're fine. I didn't hear anything cut out.
Sorry.
Or maybe
I think I'm good now.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. I think. Okay. Your eyes don't say that, but I hope you were. Torero says, let's...
Am I good now?
I think so.
Sorry.
I mean, is it me? I mean, I'm on Ethernet, so hopefully I'm okay.
Yeah, no, you're good, Justin. I liked it a bit.
I think the host one, for the most part, is the one that stays fine. And then, like I said, we're talking to people everywhere, so it's not exactly the easiest, but we make do. And honestly, I feel like it's done pretty well since we got this fixed. Let's see. Keep an eye on Marcos Alonso. We were offered him last season. He almost left as part of the Lukaku deal. If you were watching the Super Cup, you know that he is the missing piece.
No, come on.
Okay, I'll let you handle this one. I'm not.
Come on. This one game is against Villarreal. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And he sucked in the second. It's literally beside me right now. He's not been good.
Actually, I'm going through the chat, and I will say what I love about Torero is they bring just like these smoking hot takes.
He's the most left back.
Yeah.
Like concentrated just filler comments ever. Like, I was a left back in college. No one cared about me. No one cared if I did good or bad. You're left-footed, go there. All right.
Yeah, we can live without another left back for right now. Let's see. Luis says sell Ramsey and Bentancur and get Renato Sanchez. We've said this before. Bentancur at this point isn't sellable because of the contract deal. But yeah, it would be great to get Renato Sanchez. It's just Ramsey, I definitely agree. Bentancur, you're not making money off Bentancur right now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Alexander Julicevic or Julicevic. It's the CIC at the end. I apologize. Don't know it. Don't know exactly how to say it. My prediction: we will get Locatelli for a total of 33 mil. It seems like a safe-ish bet. If they want 35, Juventus at 30. Juventus will probably be the one to give a little bit. I'll believe it when I see it. Maybe.
Would that include the Ranocchia piece of it, or is that 33 plus Ranocchia?
I feel like
back, Alex.
Okay, yeah. Let us know. Let me see. I feel like if I don't feel like that should be including Ranocchia. What is Ranocchia's transfer market value right now? It's probably not much, but I'm pulling it up. Let's see.
Yeah. Are you going to go into it? Okay, go ahead.
600. What is DZD? Oh wait, no, there it is 1,000. Okay, I guess it was just I had to translate it for me. 600,000 euros. So. It's so iffy when it comes to these players. Juventus isn't going to be asking only $1 million. They're going to be asking probably more than that. They're
probably going to do like a Muratore thing with the 8. Remember he got sold for $8 million last summer? Like they're going to probably be asking for that.
Yeah, absolutely. They're definitely not asking for only to get $1 million or $2 million off because of that. It's a player. It brings a little bit more capital there. Let us see. Andrew's talking about. He's also talking about a left back. He plays for AZ in Netherlands.
Yeah, Owen Wijndal.
Yeah, Wijndal. There it is.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Again,
Brian's right there with me.
No, he's pretty good. He's quick. He's good.
Okay. So yeah. And that's the thing. That's part of me that that's why I struggle so much. It's like I watch Serie A. I'm very Serie A focused. If you name something in Serie A, I don't know it, but I don't watch. I don't have enough time right now to watch all these other small leagues. I'll need you to send me some guys to be like, hey, look at this guy or something like that. I don't know. Let's see. James said, can we say Cherubini is the human rain delay in getting this deal done given his new role? Maybe he's not experienced enough.
I think we went over that, right? By saying Agnelli, his boss, is literally coming to do his job.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, I don't want to rip too hard on him right away. But at the same time, it's a little worrisome, guys, that this is where we sit. He basically, for the most part, you had one target. You had one target, and that's it.
Yeah.
And it's not done yet.
Yep.
Super Dog Bella said, "Good afternoon, Justin Julian. It's 5:12 in Trinidad. Why did Agnelli fire Allegri in the first place? It showed that the plan backfired. Allegri won 5 Scudetti and 4 domestic doubles."
So there's a classic meme. I don't know if you guys watch Marvel or Infinity War in particular.
Yeah.
Or sorry, Endgame. But Thanos goes out and he says, "Where did it bring you? Back to me." And I have a picture with Allegri's face on Thanos' face. And it makes so much sense. He won ugly games, and in the Champions League finals he fell through because we didn't, like, we were just not as technically gifted as the opposition. Like prime Ronaldo, Bale, Benzema we played against in 2017, and we played against prime Messi, Neymar, Suarez. So fans were calling for Allegri's head, like saying we need to play more attractive football. We're never going to play this nicely with him. Yeah. And they took the decision to do sorry ball.
Yeah, we shot ourselves in the foot, and that's what we have. That's why we are where we are. I mean, there's some other factors in the market.
Yeah, definitely like other factors.
But yeah, it definitely did backfire. You're definitely right, Super Dog Bella. Let's see, and then we'll jump. Okay, actually, these are related, so I'll say Ryan said Cherubini made a mess. He'll get one last chance, otherwise he'll get the bucket.
Nah, he just got hired.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen that quick. I don't believe so. At least we'll see what happens going forward, but it's not a good starting point, especially when I think I've started saying this point and then never got through it. But basically, you have one target and it's not done yet. That's the biggest problem. Okay, let's jump back to the other topic of the day, which would be the question that we have: are Juventus taking too much time? And this is the perfect question to go off of what we were talking about anyway. But are Juventus taking too much time in getting Allegri what he needs with the club? And you got 2 weeks. You got 2 weeks to put together a squad, to get your lineups right for the beginning of the season. You're playing Udinese. Again, at this point, I'm not downplaying or overlooking any competition after what we've witnessed the last year or two, really.
Yeah.
The one thing that, again, I don't want to go too much into it because I say it I didn't say it every time, but we took a lot of time before to talk about this. But basically, I have been more confused about the lack of, it feels like control. That's what Allegri was coming back for. He was going to get control in the market. Yeah. He was going to be calling some shots, getting some things done, and it really doesn't seem like he's been that involved, or he hasn't been able to be involved because of the financial situation. I don't know what you read from that.
I got a feeling he thought there's a little bit more money than what we actually got. Mm-hmm. I think going into signing his new contract or getting rehired, he was promised that he'll have more say, but how much can you have more say if you have no money? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's tough. Yeah. It's tough. Hey, I want N'Golo Kante. Oh yeah? Do you have 60 mil? No. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's tough.
It is, and I don't know. There's just, I guess maybe that's why I want to remember when they first signed Allegri back. His wages were a bit lower than I thought they were going to be. I think it was like a few mil lower or something like that. What was it?
8 or 9?
I thought it was actually 7. Was it
7? Oh,
I thought it was, maybe I'm wrong. Let me check because I may just be delirious right now. Let me look it up. Okay. Oh no, I'm doing it on the one that's Alejandro's saying. Let me put it up on mine so it's actually English and not Dutch. Because otherwise I'm not gonna be able to tell you. Okay.
Andrew Finnan says 9 mil.
Is it 9 mil? Maybe I'm wrong. I just thought. Okay, you're right.
That's what I thought.
I don't know why I thought it was. I thought maybe that's what the report was, and then I was wrong, and maybe I didn't hear from it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It does say 9 mil per season. Is that including the bonuses and stuff? Maybe.
I assume so.
That might be what it is. I thought maybe it was 7 in bonuses or whatever have you, but it was still, I guess, what I expected. I thought it was a little less than I did expect. I don't know. I could be wrong though.
Sorry, can I just make a quick comment? I just saw Torreira's left back of the future. Sky went with his right foot.
Thank you. Oh, I forgot that you're watching.
Marcos Alonso.
Yes. There we go, Torreira. That's what we got. We're Marcelo. Here he is. I just saw this up here. Sorry, let's go back real quick, and then we'll get back into talking about this. It was It's always left backs. It's always left back conversation. I don't know. That's sorry. That's why it got me. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys, I was wrong. We get it. Thanks. 9 mil. Anyway. Have you ever been wrong? Anyway, if you haven't liked, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I just don't know what the situation there. Like, I am surprised that, that there hasn't been more. I haven't heard, like, nothing seems to imply that it's his involvement. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nothing seems to see Allegri. Like, you're not hearing the words used. Because I remember a lot last year, it was like Pirlo was very involved with, like, McKinney coming into Juventus. And this was the guy that he picked out. Instead, it was kind of like, Allegri likes Locatelli.
Yeah. It was Pirlo that chose Chiesa over Aouar, correct?
I think so. I believe so, yeah. So, I don't know. That's why I'm kind of surprised like that Allegri, for what I was, not sold, but what I was told was basically that, it's Allegri's going to be very hands-on with this, and I was kind of excited to see what that meant. It may have meant going after a lot of guys that weren't. Okay, maybe not that this is it, but maybe it was the saying, "No, we good on Donnarumma." Maybe that's what it was. Yeah. Maybe it was. I don't know. Maybe the "I believe in Chesney." That was the last time I really remember any serious conversation about that. Then
I call BS. Hold on, I call BS on him choosing Szczesny over Donnarumma. Yeah, Siri, you heard me.
Yeah, she's on my watch over here, just blowing up. Just me screaming. Who's getting in trouble for extortion now? Oh, it's here locally.
Sorry?
Okay. It's an okay.
Oh. Job?
My team, University of Louisville.
Oh.
Just tons of issues the last few years. Anyway, the Dino Gaudio, pretty big, not pretty big, but he was well known on ESPN. He was one of the broadcaster guys who did all the college basketball stuff like that. Came to U of L to coach under Chris Mack, he's here, and he tried to extort the team, and is now going to prison. Yeah. What have you? Well, more than likely. Anyway, sorry, we can go back to talking about Juventus, but that just popped up on me.
Yeah,
with Siri. Let's see. Did you have? What do you think? What are your thoughts on this? Is it taking too much time as a coach?
Oh, for sure.
What would you? What would you be saying in the situation if?
As a coach, you're trying to get all the players established and ready to go as far out as possible. Like ideally, you'd want your full squad at least a week before the season starts, of your ideal squad. So if an opportunity arises to get a player after August 22nd, go get the player. No problem at all. But Locatelli's been wanted for like over a year. You want him at least with a couple weeks training with the team and getting acclimated with the squad. And like we know, I've said it before, I know he's played with Chiellini, he's played with Bonucci, he's played with Chiesa, he's played with some of these guys already on the team, but he's got to get acclimated to better players himself. Yeah. Because he doesn't have to be relied upon as much, especially because at Sassuolo, he's relied upon. He's the best player on the team.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's also, at this point, we're just wasting time.
Yeah,
giving Ramsey reps and giving these players
again. For sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're exactly right. Why do we want Ramsey to go collect the ball in front of our defenders and not know how to defend? What is the point of that?
Yeah, definitely. Our boys in the chat, how are you doing, sir? I've been meaning to reach out to you, actually. What is up, Giuseppe? How you doing? I'm glad to see you're back from a vacation. He was actually the same where our producer, I don't know if he was in the same location, but they were both in Greece for vacation the last week or so. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you guys are hanging out talking or whatever. But anyway, I've actually been meaning to reach back out with you, Giuseppe. Hopefully I remember to do so later. But I appreciate you tuning in and checking out and hanging out with us. If you want, feel free to hate on us in our comments about some of the players. I can be a little harsh, but appreciate you joining. Dax, you were not late. We're still got plenty of time. We got plenty of time hanging out in this situation where we are now. Anyway, sorry, I just saw that he highlighted that. Anyway, that's the main thing that I'm just worried about. I'm worried to see, not worried, but obviously you want Locatelli to get done, but then just to make sure that he can have time to develop a little bit of chemistry with these players. Yeah, he has chemistry with the Italian guys. He's played with them. He has that. You saw the Chiellini and him hugging and rolling in the
more than hugging.
Yeah, like the Lion King not letting Simba out there. But anyway, so I'm interested to see how they can develop and where they can go from there. Any other thoughts, being the coach of the show, What any other concerns? With the situation as it stands, 2 weeks out before game day one.
So before I go into that, there was a Fabrizio Romano tweet, but it's the same old stuff. Do you want to read it?
Yeah, you can read it. I don't have it in front of me, but you can read it.
Fabrizio Romano. It says Juventus will meet again Sassuolo board this week to sign Locatelli. New official bid to be submitted. Arsenal no longer in the race. We already knew that. Miralem Pjanic always in the Juventus list too. So that's actually serious. It's dead serious. The Juventus board will meet again with Dybala's agent in the next days to extend his contract.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Well, yeah, Alejandro posted that up there for us in there.
Yeah. It's the same. It's recycled news.
It is, and I understand. There's plenty of people out there. You guys reached out and told me on here you're annoyed with it. Trust me, we're just as annoyed with you are of having to come on here. But it's either, I mean, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to shut down the channel and come back in like a month or so and then start talking about it? We're gonna give you updates of what is going on. I'm gonna voice my frustration. I'm gonna voice everything that comes with that. But then once the news comes out, we'll have fun hanging out, talking about it, whatever have you.
Oh, for sure.
And that's just, I don't know. What's going on here?
Let me just go one. I'm just gonna go back to the timing of transfers and the coach speak per se. Yeah. We have a tough schedule after our first 2 or 3 league games. I forget, but we play like the top half of Serie A almost of last year, like 4 games in a row or something. I forget the exact order. But I prefer Locatelli not come on the 31st of August and have to get acclimated in September. Mm-hmm. And then play these games. I'd rather him come now, get the rust off against Udinese, and then Empoli, I think we play, and get the rust off of those games.
Yeah,
so definitely. It's better to get the business done quicker.
There we go. Sorry. I had to respond to something up there. So this was one of those situations where I didn't hear a word you said, and I apologize. I heard get the rust off. Right, though. You are correct. I absolutely believe you are correct. But sorry, that was one of those situations where I needed to respond anyway. But no, definitely it is. I just I want to see what this team can look like. I want to actually see the first team, and we got to see the first team against Barca, but it's they full of rust. They had all the situation going on. They just came back from vacation, but they're also, I don't think, in a lineup that we're gonna see this season. No. We're not gonna see guys playing where they were playing.
It's a shame that we're already this injured as well. How does this happen? Okay, time out. I know how it happens. Like there's not much of a break in between games and practices and the season, like because there's a major European championship or tournament. Yeah. But why is it only us? Why am I watching Villarreal almost at full strength? Mm-hmm. And they're playing right now. We haven't even started a season. Why am I Chelsea's missing a couple players, but they're all playing still?
Yeah. Hey, we're celebrating, man. We just won the Euro. That's
not that. I'm saying like Rabiot's hurt. Arthur had an injury before the season started. Before preseason started, like it's annoying.
It is. Giuseppe said, "Why is everybody in a rush? Prefer to pay 40 mil for a player that never proved anything. Chill. I can't talk like Giuseppe, even though I'm pretty sure he's my dad. If you look at the two of us, I'm just saying, I have some questions for him. If we ever talk in person, or if we get him on a live, the questions are going to come, Giuseppe." Anyway, what we say, I prefer to pay 40 million for a player that never proved anything. Chill. Juventus said no for 40 mil. We wait, we sign him, we save money. Are you talking about Locatelli in this situation? Or are we talking?
I think he is.
Okay.
Because it's already gone down.
Yeah.
In price, true. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I remember
something.
Yeah, and I remember
he's something. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying. I think. Okay, and then I think Dax and people said 40 mils for winning the Euros. My problem is like. Look at the climate that we're in currently. The climate, I hate bringing it up, but we have to do it every time. You have to be realistic for the prices that you're putting out there. Also, Premier League, it's Premier League money. What am I going to say? PSG and Premier League, it's almost a different world when it comes to the kind of money that they're throwing around to players. Some of it's insane. Like PSG is my mortal enemy, and I'll always say that forever. It'll forever be that. Since not losing Donnarumma, but not them buying Donnarumma, not happy about it, but. When it comes to Locatelli, I remember last year, I think Giuseppe, I think I talked back and forth with him for a little bit, and basically it was something along the lines of, I was interested in him then, We have to wait for it and see what he does. He develops, and he did well last season. I don't know if he really set the world on fire at Sassuolo last year. He was good. He was very good. But I don't know if he was. Are you still there? I think you're lagging a little bit. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I cut out a bit.
You were lagging, so I was like, "Oh shit, he does not agree with the statement that I'm making." But what I was saying is like,
no. Of course I agree, man. We did a whole video on it.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's a great player. I don't think he didn't set the world on fire to become this huge superstar. And I also have to think, like I said, I do it every day. I thank Bobby Mancini for not giving him that playing time, because otherwise we'd be looking at a 50 mil request, and it just wouldn't be happening. We probably wouldn't be. We probably maybe just out of the conversation when it comes to Locatelli. Yep. But again, like Giuseppe was saying, yeah, I don't think he really is. Okay, I'm backtracking a little bit because that's not true. I think he's worth 40 mil, as in I think he will be worth 40 mil, but I don't think he's worth. I don't think the market is suitable for Juventus to pay 40 mil. I don't think really a lot of teams should be paying 40 mil for this player this year. That's why, like he said, chill. We will save some money and be able to sign him. It'll get done. Like I said, Giuseppe's telling me, Kama, he believes in it. I'm gonna believe in it. So I mean, I believe in it because it's our only target. We got to get it done at this point. If not, what are we doing? Kind of a slow Wednesday, guys. I don't know. I'm starting to think it was just me because I'm pretty sure when Julian did it by himself, he had 40 plus, and now we got like 20 out here in the chat. Also, make sure you hit that like button, guys. It is what it is. I know you guys go back and rewatch it though, so you don't disappoint me on the rewatch at all.
It's probably because there's a game on too, like a major game.
Oh yeah, I forgot the people that don't have kids and don't have jobs, but don't it's a different time zone too. I forget about all of that. People are watching games. I'm so focused in on Serie A and all that I forget. Yeah. I just also here we go. My wife also won't let me watch other stuff. She's probably upstairs and can hear me, and she'll throw something at me here in a sec.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'd start out. Anyway, I don't know this guy, Alejandro.
Alejandro?
Fansalello. Anyway, he says talk about Pogba. Pogba's coming back. If Giuseppe is still in the chat, if he's hanging around, he will tell you Pogba's happening. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead. Just go ahead. I know you want to say it.
You want me to? He's not coming till August. He's not coming this month.
Here's a question.
Now, I'm going to go on and say, if I don't think PSG is going to sign him this transfer market either, or this transfer window, and he's going to be a free agent. Messi going to PSG might have created what do I want to say here? An avenue for us getting Pogba back.
There he is. Pogba next year for free again.
Yep. Ronaldo's wages off the books.
Yeah.
Pogba's wages on the books.
Well,
get another forward in here. Bob's your uncle.
Does this? Okay. Anyway, I was like, dude, my granddad's Bob. On another side. Anyway, something I did want to bring up, actually, if Giuseppe said that, and with you guys here, feel free to respond. That is a question that I wonder, because I feel like so much has been said as of late about basically a week or two ago, it was Pogba is going to PSG. They did their PSG thing. It's going to happen potentially this year, maybe this year. Now it doesn't appear to be happening. I think they did a little bit of something for Ronaldo. It looks like that potential, when I say lifeboat, but whatever, if that's the line that he wanted to go to leave Juventus, that's where he could have gone. But now, does that also remove that out of the equation just because of the wages and all that? But at this point, I will never believe, ever believe that, they can't come in and just, steal whoever have you. I think PSG is the evil empire that's going to get every player that I love and care and hold dear. They're going to be there, and I'm going to be upset about it. It is what it is. But now my question is though, sorry, I talk a lot. I say nonsense before I get into my actual point. It happens. What I'm wondering and what I'm saying is does this actually open the door back up for Juventus to bring him back? Does it seem to make it way more likely than it was before?
I think so a lot because, like I said, the agent Mino Raiola, he loves Juventus. He's Nedved's agent, or he was. I don't know if a vice president has an agent like that. I don't know how that works, but he was the agent of Nedved.
Your mom says that you do have an Uncle Bob.
I know. His
Is it
name's
Bobby
Roberto,
or-
but
Oh,
no, it's
Roberto.
Roberto, but like Bob. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Anyway, I just saw
Giuseppe.
Kai Havertz missed a really bad penalty. So that's really funny. He's worth like 100 mil.
Always here. Okay, we've got to figure out a situation to make this look better. But our boy Giuseppe, appreciate the support. You didn't need to do this, sir, but we thank you very much for the super chat saying Pogba again. Just to drop that in for us.
That's great. How do you get that going? Let's,
Huh?
let's start getting that comment out. Pogba again. Pogba again.
Oh, I think he did. Right under it was Oscar over here saying Jesus Juve, Pogba back, or Pog back. But I guess it has to be Pogba again because wasn't it Pog back or whatever?
Yeah, it was Pog back, but like I want Pogba again. That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know.
You should trademark that. Gee.
At this point, I just don't want to get my hopes up that we're gonna have. You know, we have, that Pogba's gonna come back because it will happen, and I know that I'll start. You know, it just is the same investment I had for Donnarumma. It's a different situation, but it'll be the same investment I had in this player. And Donnarumma didn't help because he made me fall even more in love with him during the Euro. And you know, yeah, I can't blame him. Take care of your family, make that money, do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Not everybody is as technically or blessed, whatever you want to say, to be able to provide generational wealth for their family.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
I can't hold that against anybody. See, Alexander said, "Good night, guys. It's getting late here. See you again tomorrow." Black and white.
Sir.
Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri, my friend. Superdog Bella, Pogba, never. It doesn't make sense to bring him now, next year. Yeah, no. We're not saying now.
No, we're saying for free next year. We can't buy him.
Yeah, Juve can't afford this.
No.
Jesus
Villarreal
Juve.
missed.
Oh, no, yeah. GJ,
Jeez.
Giuseppe just said, leaving guys, starting my own life. Take care of Forza Juve.
Yeah.
Appreciate you stopping by, Giuseppe. We will see you. I'll probably drop in a little bit later. We're going to wrap it up here in a little bit anyway. Got to go take care of my kid, but appreciate you stopping in and supporting the channel. Giuseppe's always a great guy, for sure.
Yep.
I appreciate all of his support. And, let's see. Mr. Dax said, out of 10, what do you guys think is the change of winning the champion, or the change?
Chance.
Chance. The chance of winning the Champions League this year? I'm trying to think what's high and what's low. Because I want to say low, because that's not where, I don't think that's where we are, honestly. But I feel like there's always an opportunity with, was it the ball is round or whatever you want to say it. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
5? Is it
No,
too high, too low?
I was gonna say 5.
Yeah,
I'll say 5.5 just to be fun.
My 5 is all based on talent, and that's what it is. You have Ronaldo, you have players like this. If you're a Ronaldo fanboy in here, they can do something. They can definitely make something like that happen. But it's just the chemistry, the system has to get in place. It's all these little details that have to be, refined and worked on throughout a season, and to even get there. And then also, Champions League isn't like the NCAA tournament. Sorry, guys, it's a thing you may not know. But like NCAA tournament, literally you play the whole season, and then you start the NCAA tournament and you play through. You can lose this in the group stage early on. So it's, it is what it is. That's the way the game is played. I'm not high on it right now. To me, all eyes are on win the Scudetto.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to give Allegri a little bit of time to work back on this. Anyway, let's see.
If Allegri's creative enough, and we do somehow manage to get into the knockout stages, obviously that's the goal, to get to the knockout stage. If we can get there and we play a team that is on paper superior to us, I like our chances in a two-legged affair, because he'll just say, sit. Midfielders, do not move. Sit. Just protect our defenders, and then let's send Chiesa on his way. Let's send Ronaldo, Chiesa, and you won't see Dybala playing those games.
No.
Sorry. Yeah. You won't be seeing him play those games. You'll be seeing Kulusevski probably Kulusevski, Ronaldo, and Chiesa.
Yeah.
Or Cuadrado instead of Kulusevski.
Yeah. Oscar says Pogba again is way better, to be honest. That's fair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then, Andrew said Pogba wants to play with Paolo again. Yeah, I think there is a good chance. I think they're friends. I think they would like to play with each other
again or whatever. They want to touch tips.
Little touch. You ever touch tips with anyone before?
Nope.
Dang it. Trying to bait him. One day I'll figure out how to bait him. We'll work on this. Okay, actually, that sounds even more appropriate. More inappropriate than I said. One day I'll learn how to bait him. Anyway, Crazy Ray, we screwed Man U over. Get their player for free, sell him back. Oh, they absolutely did. They made that was a great, turnaround for them. But still would love. I want you back. Anyway, Super Dybala, Justin PSG may have financial might, but it is whether they can find the chemistry to play all those superstars together. That's absolutely true. Sorry guys, I hate to go back again here locally. There was a team in 2015. Kentucky had in basketball, and they said they did platoons. Like where literally you had full teams, 5-man teams switching, and it's like having two different teams playing one game. And they kept doing it. Chemistry doesn't work. They had a great season, but they ended up losing. They couldn't get to the finish line because it just didn't work that way. And I will be the guy to ridicule PSG as soon as they lose. If they don't, you can't spend this amount of money and not only be expected to win, but also like. You can't fall short in this without being ridiculed. You should be ridiculed if you have all these players. It's an embarrassment of wealth at this point. And I still feel like they probably won't win it. But we'll see. Maybe they will.
Jorginho just scored his pen.
Did he? Nice.
He just scored his nice little hop, skip, and a jump.
Mr. Dax, I'm going to go take a bath now. Take care, guys.
This guy loves baths. I
appreciate it, man. You enjoy that bath. Super Dog Bell also said, Juve can do it. They can win the Champions League. I give them 8 out of 10. We have true winners like Chiellini and Bonucci. I like your enthusiasm. I think it'll take a little bit of time. Is that the match you're watching, the 4-4?
Yeah.
Is that what's going on? Okay, Ryan pointed that in there.
And pens, yeah.
I'll be honest. I think we're gonna probably wrap it up here. I gotta go take care of my kid.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Sure.
Is there anything else that you wanted to say before we finish? Besides like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe. Obviously, click the bell icon. It's a slow news day, of course. Just keep calm, be patient for a bit. We got excited for the Atalanta game this weekend, and we do have some more fun stuff on the way. Yeah. And I'll tease that.
Yeah, the season is going to be fun. It's going to be good. I can't wait to see what we can do here, and then the channel can only get better from here. I feel like it's done pretty great with your all support. Thanks for the last 2 months that we really had in doing this. But once the season kicks off, it'll be fun just to dive into these games. Maybe you'll see me lose my mind, embarrass myself on live stream. We'll see what happens. But anyway, we appreciate it. Like I said, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Like I said, it helps you get the notifications when everything drops. Hit that bell icon as well. Make sure you follow Bianconeri Zone at Bianconeri Zone on Twitter and Instagram. Follow me on at Justin Surfer on Twitter. And also follow Julian Genotti at Genotti151 on Twitter. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri. We will see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.